Another influence. Anybody here? Well, of course, I've already confessed to it myself. Anybody here watch television? That's the biggest hypnotic tool we got going. Well, we'll go back to public school in a minute. But anyway, on television, television is a pacifier. Just like you take one of them little binkies and put it in your mouth, and a television is exactly that for this reason. Television, they flash a blank screen at you about every 40th frame is a blank screen. You can't see it. Your eyes are not that fast, but your subconscious does see that. And by watching television, you generally go in, unless you're watching Law and Order, but if you watch the television, you go into this alpha state. Now, alpha state is the state between being fully awake and being asleep. But during the alpha state, you are 25 times more susceptible to influence than you are if you're all the way awake. And so you watch the television, and you automatically go into an alpha state. You're not asleep, but you're almost asleep. But now you are 25 times more liable to believe the thing that's coming across than you would be if you was wide awake. So we are being controlled. Invariably, you walk down the street, you know, there's a hardware store over here and a grocery store over here, and then over here is an appliance store. What's always in the front window of the appliance store? Television. You know why? Because it's like a narcotic. Your eye will automatically go that way. 5 minutes, he says. And you notice if you go into, let's see, the post office, they're putting up television screens now with the news on it. What's with that? I went into Burger King. Guess what they got up there? What are you waiting to get your stuff? Television. Everybody sound like this. Huh? You want to order? Well, wait a minute. Huh? What? People cannot resist television because it was a novel idea this guy put out because he was simply revealing what the psychologists were doing in the supermarket. What was it called? Hidden Persuaders. Remember that book? Yeah, and what it was, the psychologist was simply saying, look, folks, you're being manipulated by what is on the grocery shelf. Now, most people average height is what? What's the eye level of the general population? It's between here, maybe a little bit taller than me, maybe right about here. Although there are some people who are a little bit around here. But anyway, most people's view is right in here, somewhere, okay? And so if you have a product for sale and you can afford to influence the supermarket, where do you put your product at? Right in that view. If you put it down here, it won't be seen. If you put it up here, it won't be seen. But look at the most popular brands of everything in the supermarket. Where you see it is right in there. And what's the color of it?
Red, yellow, orange.
Yeah, do you ever see any products on this range right here that are puke green? You don't see none of that stuff, do you? You see things here that are pleasing to the eye that draws your attention to it. It sucks you right into it without even doing anything on your part. You see what I mean? So you're being influenced.